Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Juice, the Gospel Life today. You guys, this video is important. This is something I went over myself. I have difficult times with myself, but today's I'm explaining this video about how can you deal with spiritual weakness as a Christian. Well, I will give you steps while actually telling you something you need to actually know what to do if you feeling spiritual weak. Okay, if you are feel drained, that means not all possibility that you will be controlled by monitoring spirits. Well, monitoring spirits will come and try to control you and try to drain you like witchcraft. But don't get scared yet, because listen, if you believe that God have your back, you would not be received by this monitoring spirit that is taking others and controlling them with witchcraft, black magic, witchcraft. All that is controlled by Satan himself. People wear crosses on their neck, but actually you do not represent. You do not know if that cross represents the devil himself. You never know. You never can know. That's why you have to trust in the Lord with every little thing you do. Okay, the second thing that can help you out with spiritual weakness as a Christian is by going to a prayer life that can build, that can keep building, that can plant a seed, and that can help you build so that you can be one of the people that God has chose to plant that seed and build that tree up in the future, so that in the future you already know what you can do. The only thing you have to do is just pray. Praying is something that Christians should do everyday life and in every night day life. You should not miss a day of prayer, because you have to stay in contact with the Lord. I never missed a day of prayer. Even though the prayer may be short, I still tell the Lord, I never missed a day of prayer. And that's the reason why I never myself missed a day of prayer, because God has showed me that He's with me. I promise God, a specific person from my bottom of my heart, I will never miss a day of prayer. And I actually missed a day of prayer like months ago. But today, I would not miss another prayer ever. And that's a promise from God. People say, how do you know you're going to be the same person when you grow up to be a person in your life? Well, you don't actually know what I got planned out myself. If I have planted a seed, I want God to grow. That means God is already still working on behalf of behind you. If you feeling spiritual weak, that means God is working behind you. That means feeling spiritual weak is actually good. It's actually a good sign from God. Because listen, remember that the Bible says a lot about spiritual weakness. A lot. So if you're feeling drained, spiritual weakness, and you feel like you do not have the energy to pray and the energy to read the Bible, that means God Himself is still praying behind the scenes and working on the behalf behind you. Remember that. Because I actually had this happen to me plenty of times, and I didn't even know where I was heading. I thought I was going to hell. I thought it was like the other day, actually. I was sitting right there. I was healing people on live videos. I was doing all this, healing people, healing the sick, making people holy. But actually, a couple days later, like one day after, like 2 days, not fact, 2 days after, I felt like I drained. It felt like God left me because I did the works of Him. But listen, what I did not know, I watched the YouTube video that a man revealed this to me. A man revealed that God is still behind me, working on my behalf. And he actually went through the scriptures for me. He actually went through the scriptures for me. But I mean, God will never leave your side, because He never left no one's side. Remember that. 3, God Himself will put you in a place alone so that He can tell you, you not need no one else but who? God. Remember that. The one that you speak out to others, they will learn from it. But be careful what you preach in people's minds, because they just might learn and live by it. That's why preaching a word is something that Christians should make sure they should do daily. By preaching the word and make sure they praying and reading the Bible daily. But you should not take as a bad day granted going by sinning on purpose. That is just saying you're sinning and you're using God so that you can be forgiven. No. That's something I did not want to do. Possibility I use God for something, and I regretted it in the future later. I have turned away from my wicked ways and went to Jesus Christ. I was a bad person in my past. I can explain to you right now. Let me explain everything. In my past, I was in the 4th grade, right? But actually, it started off in the 3rd grade. I met this friend. I'm not gonna say it, but I met this friend, and he was like a good person at first until he started talking about gang. So I really myself wanted to see what it's like. And blood is not what you wanted. No. Blood is not what you wanted. I really wanted to be in the gang so bad. So bad. But you know what stopped me? If I never went through the struggles, I would not be here preaching the word today. You know what stopped me for being in the game? My dad. I can tell you I got a phone call from home. From school, actually, yes, from school. My school called my dad, and soon as I went in the house, he tore me up. My dad is not really a bad person. He's not a bad dad. But even what I was about to do is about myself putting my life in danger, what I did not want to do. Being in a gang, for all the Christians out there, but you trying to rebel against God, being in a gang is something you cannot take yourself out of. Thanks to the Lord, I was not in a Pacific Real gang that provide guns. I thank the Lord like that today. If I would never went through the struggle times, I would not be here preaching the word out to you all. Like I said, feeling spiritual weak is normal as Christians. Feeling spiritual weak is normal with Christians. But just remember, preaching the word is normal with Christians too. Because listen, you cannot put your faith in the false God that is telling you something wrong. No. The one that has the armor of God is the one that can show he's the one. I specifically myself have the armor of God. But you should have the armor of God. What? Daily. Not once a week, not once a month, not once a year. Daily. Prayer, daily. Levitating, daily. Spiritually. Yes. Levitating daily. Only through the spiritual times between 3 a.m. 5 a.m. Don't matter what. Just know God will wake you up anytime you want for you to pray or fight in the spiritual realms. Oh my. God woke me up today at 6. He woke me up at 1 in the morning. And you know what I did 1 in the morning? I went down and I prayed twice. Actually 3 times. I went down and I prayed, twice. I went down and I prayed twice. And I read the Bible. And you know what I listened to? Bible study. Wow. 1 something in the morning. That's why the Lord always provides a way from his kids. Because we are kids of the Lord. Not no one else but the kids of the Lord. Remember, what you do among earth will be in heaven. What you do among earth will be taken as judgment day. Yes, it will. Remember, John, in the book of Revelation, John, the one who wrote the book of Revelation, right? Remember, John said he's writing. John writing. He is writing. He's writing every little thing you say and down used against you on judgment day. Liquor, clubs, strip clubs, throwing money up, false claiming, going against God, and knowing God. Remember, John is writing every little thing you do down. Remember that. Remember that. Like I said, if you're feeling spiritual weak, give me some tips that can help you out. Let me just give you 5 more that can help you, and I will end the video. And if you need any situation that you need to contact me, go to my link that I pinned on my channel and contact me on Instagram, and I will go and I will message you back. But remember, Jesus is King. But here's the 5 steps that can help you if you're feeling spiritually weak. 1, reading the Bible. 2, pray. 3, levitate. 4, go to church. 5, it's the most important one 2 people should know. Make sure you're walking by faith and not by sight. Remember that. That's the only thing you have to do. Walk by faith and not by sight. Remember that. But yeah, this is the only thing I had to come on here and tell you guys today. I will be going live tomorrow, actually at 6 p.m. Well, actually, I'm not going live tomorrow. I will be live Sunday, and I will be preaching the word. And so as Saturday, I'll be live Saturday too at 8 a.m. I will be at 8 a.m. and I'll be preaching the word out to you guys. Actually, I will be live actually at 8 a.m. and Sunday morning at 8 a.m. all the way to 5 a.m. Yes, 5 p.m. matter of fact, yes. But remember, Jesus Christ is the most one that can help you get to the Father.